He wasn't supposed to touch me, but when his fingers slid into my hair and his lips brushed my neck, every inch of my body lit up. I tried to pull away, but his whisper stopped me cold. Tell me to stop, and I will. I didn't say a word. I couldn't. Because I wanted everything he wasn't supposed to give me. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment. The moment I stepped into the candlelit penthouse, I knew something had changed between us. It was in the way Blake looked at me, like he was seeing something he hadn't dared to before. We had danced around this for months. Glances held too long, conversations that dipped too close to confessions, and electricity in every accidental touch. Tonight was different. He didn't say a word as he stepped closer, and neither did I. My breath caught in my throat as his hand reached up and gently slid a strand of my hair behind my ear. It lingered there, fingers grazing my cheek, then curling just slightly in my hair, not to hurt, but to hold. My heart pounded louder than the soft jazz playing in the background. He leaned in slowly, deliberately, as if giving me every second to say no. But I didn't. His lips found mine, warm and searching, full of heat that I hadn't let myself imagine. I melted into him. My hands gripped his shirt, and the kiss deepened with a hunger that neither of us could deny. When he pulled slightly on my hair, tilting my head back just enough, I felt a rush like lightning shooting down my spine. He whispered against my lips, "You have no idea what you do to me, Ella." I couldn't speak. I didn't need to. He kissed down my neck slowly, dragging each second out like he wanted to memorize me. I felt my knees weaken as his lips brushed the base of my throat. I trusted Blake, but there was something new in him tonight. Something darker, more intense. He led me by the hand to the oversized couch near the fireplace, its glow reflecting in his eyes. I didn't resist. His touch was a slow burn. Nothing rushed, everything deliberate. When he leaned over me, kissing me again, he paused, eyes searching mine. "Tell me if I go too far," he whispered. "You're not even close," I said, pulling him closer. The passion between us was new, but the connection wasn't. We had known each other for nearly a year. He was my brother's best friend, the man I wasn't supposed to want. We had held back for so long that the dam broke all at once. His hand slid under the hem of my shirt, warm and slow, and the way he looked at me, like he wanted to worship and destroy me at once, left me breathless. His lips brushed my shoulder as he slid the strap of my dress down. My fingers tangled in his hair, and he groaned softly against my skin. There was tension building inside me, thick and hot and magnetic. I could feel the suspense in every second we moved closer to something we both had been too afraid to ask for. Then he froze. Not because of me, but something in his eyes shifted. His hands dropped, and he pulled back slightly, like something had spooked him. I sat up, confused. "Blake? What is it?" He shook his head and stood, walking a few steps away. His fists were clenched. "I didn't want this to happen like this," he muttered. I followed him, placing my hand on his back. "What do you mean? Did I do something wrong?" He turned to me, and there was pain behind his eyes. "You didn't. You couldn't. But before I touch you again, I need to tell you the truth." My stomach tightened. "What truth?" He hesitated, jaw tight. "Your brother, Jake, he doesn't just consider me a friend. I've worked with him on things I never wanted you to know about." I blinked. "What things?" He ran a hand through his hair and sat down heavily. "Things that were dangerous. Illegal, even. I got out. I've been clean for a year. But Jake's still in, Ella. And I think they're watching you now. That's why I didn't want to fall for you. But I did." My blood ran cold. "You think I'm in danger?" "I know you are." The air between us shifted from hot to tense in an instant. But even then, I saw the same hunger in his eyes. It wasn't just lust, it was something more. Something protective. Something real. "I should go," I whispered. But he stood up quickly. "No. Please stay. Just tonight. Let me keep you safe. I'll explain everything in the morning." I hesitated, torn between fear and the warmth of his touch still lingering on my skin. Then I nodded. He reached for me again, slower this time. His kiss was deeper, more emotional. His hands explored me with the desperation of a man who didn't know if he'd get another chance. When he gently pulled my hair again, tilting my head just enough to kiss my collarbone, I gasped softly. It wasn't just hot, it was powerful. There was a fire between us, burning away every fear, every rule we'd tried to follow. We spent the night together, not in chaos, but in quiet touches and whispered promises. He didn't rush a single second. Every moment was thick with emotion, sensual tension so intense it made my skin ache. He held me as if he was afraid I'd disappear. When the sun came up, Blake was already awake. Sitting on the edge of the bed, shirtless, staring at his phone. His jaw was tight again. "What is it?" I asked softly. "They've moved in closer," he said. "Jake's people. They think I'm using you to get to him." I sat up. "Are you?" "No," he said fiercely. "I'd burn everything down before I'd use you." I believed him. What followed that morning wasn't romantic. It was survival. Blake grabbed a go-bag he'd kept hidden in my place, handed me a new phone, and told me we had to leave town for a few days. It was like something out of a movie. But even as the danger grew, so did the connection between us. In a small lakeside cabin 2 states away, we found each other again. And this time, there were no more secrets. Blake made love to me like it was the only truth left in his life. Every touch was slow, every kiss deep. He knew my body like he'd studied it in dreams. He whispered my name like a prayer. And when he pulled my hair just slightly as he kissed down my spine, I arched into him with a soft cry that told him everything he needed to know. It wasn't about dominance. It was about connection, control, trust. That night, he held me tightly and said, "When this is all over, I want more than just hiding. I want a life with you." I nodded, heart full. Me too. In the weeks that followed, the threat passed. Jake cut a deal and disappeared. Blake walked away from that world for good. We moved into a small house together by the water, not glamorous but peaceful. Every night, Blake still kissed me like it was the first time. And when his fingers slid into my hair and he whispered how much he wanted me, I still melted. Because behind the heat, behind the danger, behind every stolen breath, was love. A love that started with a touch, a look, and a night we'd never forget.